What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back with a brand new, another new look rebuild, and today we got the Sacramento Kings on tap. Let's go ahead and do this brand new look Sacramento Kings rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you're new. Dropping a like on this video helps push it out to the YouTube algorithm, so thank you guys so much for that. But yes, we do have the Sacramento Kings, and I don't know why I embrace the brand new so much. Like, yes, they did change, but I mean, come on now, let's not like go too crazy with the brand new and everything. But looking at this Kings team, De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, who of course they traded for the trade deadline for Tyrese Haliburton. So this team is looking to finally make the playoffs / play-in tournament. The play-in tournament would be a success for this team. Harrison Barnes, Rashawn Holmes, Kevin Huerter, who they also traded for this offseason, which I like the addition of Kevin Huerter. They signed Malik Monk. Overall, I think the Kings had a pretty good offseason, and also drafted Keegan Murray with the number 4 overall pick instead of going with Jaden Ivey. So overall, though, like I said, I do like what the Kings were able to accomplish this offseason, and I think we can kind of continue to build from here. So we'll kind of see how this first season goes. I kind of just want to see what 2K thinks about this Kings roster as it sits now. Like, is this team gonna make the playoffs as it currently is sitting? I'm not sure about that one, so that's why I'm kind of curious to see what 2K's idea of what this team needs and where we need to go. I will say one thing we definitely probably need is some better perimeter defense, because the Kings may be pretty bad on defense for sure, but they're going to be fun to watch, I would imagine. So let's go look at the rotation. Power rankings landing us number 9, so we might actually be pretty good. Who knows? So 10-man rotation with Mike Brown as the new head coach as well. Forgot to mention that. De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes. They want to start Trey Lyles, but I'm not going to do that. Domantas Sabonis, Davion Mitchell as the 6th man, which I like. Rashawn Holmes, Malik Monk, and then Terrence Davis, and then Keegan Murray is the last man getting minutes. But honestly, man, I'd rather just run a 9-man rotation and then have Keegan Murray actually play over Trey Lyles. That's how I'm feeling right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I know Kita, I think is what his name is. Oh, he's a 72 overall. I was about to say, I think Kings fans are very optimistic about what he can do this season for them, but he's literally a 72 overall, so I'm not sure I should really make a priority in playing him just because he's not great in overall. I'm not sure how much he'll progress, but I'll just leave it the way it is for now. So I'm going to go ahead and just run, I guess it can be a 3.5 pace and space or 3.5, 7 seconds. So we're going to run a 7-second system, year number 1. And then we're going to see how this team does. And then we're going to maybe stop at the trade deadline, or maybe just simulate all the way through. Who knows? But of course, we're trying to make this team a playoff team and a championship team in the end of this video. So this year was a success, so I decided not to make any changes to the trade deadline because we finished up as its 7th seed in the West, which is a huge W for Kings fans. That's some success they haven't tasted in quite some time. Chet and Luka, that's kind of your traditional, Bones Highland 6-man, Matisse style defensive player. Haliburton, most approved. So you got a former King also succeeding in Indiana, of course, and Willie Green, coach of the year. Jacob Parks, your executive. But yeah, we will take an all-NBA first team appearance. I said we'll take a play-in tournament appearance. Nobody on all-NBA first team. Although, okay, that hurts a little bit seeing Tyrese Haliburton make all-NBA second team after trading him for Sabonis, but it is what it is. All defense first team and all defensive second team. So we are the 7th seed in the Western Conference going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Kings fans, if you're watching this, do you still regret, or would you have still rather have built around Haliburton than Fox, or do you think the Kings made the right decision? Honestly, I think I would have rather have built around Haliburton because he's younger and you didn't have to pay him yet. But at the same time, I do like De'Aaron Fox as well. So, I mean, I think he had a tough decision regardless. But Sabonis averaged 15. Keegan Murray in his rookie year averaged 15, which is great. Huerter with 14, 11 from Monk, and then 10 from Harrison Barnes. Now, I'm not expecting to be a championship team this year or anything like that. So, I mean, if we can beat the Grizzlies and get in the playoffs, I'll be super happy. But it's not going to be easy. We do beat them, though. So, we are in the playoffs. That's great. So, we finally made the playoffs as the Kings, which is fantastic. So, this is a step in the right direction, especially after not being here for so long. But I don't know if we beat the Clippers here. We give them a fight, and we beat them at 6, actually. So, we are on to the second round. Wow, this is a huge W. So, I don't even feel like this team is nowhere near complete either. So, I guess we're, on the right path, which is fantastic. But now I get Minnesota. This one's going to be tough. And we actually pushed them to 7. Wow. So, I'm surprised we even pushed them that far. But we did almost go to the Western Conference Finals year number 1 with the Sacramento Kings. And like I said, I feel like we're nowhere near done rebuilding this team. The Suns have Chris Paul retire, which means somebody could be available over there. Maybe. Let's go to draft lottery. And let's see what we got going on. So as far as the lottery is concerned, we don't have a draft pick in the lottery anymore, which is fantastic. First time in so long. We have the 18th overall pick, and I don't think we have anybody's like future pick or anything like that. But on draft night, I'm actually curious to see if someone Actually, especially since the Suns just had Chris Paul retire, what kind of direction are they going to head in? Is there somebody on their roster I can snag off of them? I feel like there could definitely be somebody, whether it's maybe Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges. I'm very interested in either of those guys. We have to go see if we can get one of them. So despite Chris Paul retiring and them going 40 and 42, it says they're contending and they will not trade Devin Booker. So Devin Booker is not going to be easy to get. But I do still want to make some kind of trade if possible. We have like Bradley Beal who's available. But I mean, at the same time, I think one thing we definitely need is perimeter defense. And that might be gettable through getting Mikal Bridges. Even we can go for Donovan Mitchell. We could pair Donovan Mitchell and, you know, De'Aaron Fox together. That could be intriguing. But at the same time, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to do that. Maybe I'm going to try for Mikal Bridges. This could be an interesting one. So if I can get Mikal Bridges, who obviously was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate last year, somebody who we could definitely need on the perimeter, I'm going to try. So I don't know what it would cost to get him, but let's see if I can get him with just trading like a couple of first-round picks away. I don't know if they would do it for this. It says they're contending, so not really sure. Yeah, they're going to definitely be tough to have them budge. But maybe Rashawn Holmes, 2 first-round picks for Bridges is fair. They don't agree to that, which is fine. And then I'm not throwing Keegan Murray in the trade, obviously. Malik Monk, I don't really want to throw in the trade. I like him. The bonus, I don't really want to trade anybody else. So I'll trade a couple of seconds, or we can come back to this. Yeah, they're not budging with this one. I'll throw like another second. Okay, so they feel like they're contending. We're going to come back to them after the draft, and we're going to try to snag Mikal Bridges for this team. Or we could get what we need right here, and we have Brandon Miller, who I'm going to probably use in the trade to get Mikal Bridges, honestly. His trade value should help us out a little bit, which is something I just need to start doing because I feel like I tried to trade for someone before the draft and it just never works out. But then as soon as I trade for them after the draft is because I have better trade value after I make these picks. So I'm going to take these 3 guys. Player options, Davion Mitchell, also back. And then are the Suns feeling like they're contending still? Did they change their mind? Am I going to have the ability? This still says they're contending, so it's not going to be easy. I definitely want to bring Keita back. And then, all right, let's see if they changed now. Are they still contending? They are still contending, so it's not going to be easy, but I'm going to still try to get Mikal Bridges on this roster. I believe in the ability to do it. So Mikal Bridges for none other than I got Brandon Miller, who I just drafted. I got Sky Clark, and I got a future first-round pick for you. This for Mikal Bridges. They agree. Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. So we get Mikal Bridges on the Sacramento Kings to be our brand new starting small forward, which is desperately needed. Like I said, we needed some more perimeter defense, so I love Mikal Bridges as my starting small forward going forward. I think it makes a ton of sense. And now we have De'Aaron Fox, Davion Mitchell, Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, Mikal Bridges. You have Keegan Murray, and you have Domantas Sabonis, Rashawn Holmes. Now, not sure this team still screams to me like contender or anything like that, but it's still a very fun team on paper, which I'm excited about. So now we need a backup forward, and we should be ready to go. We're really going to have to hope Keegan Murray just develops a little bit more, kind of push us over the edge a little bit. But I do love the addition of Mikal Bridges. So backup forward that we can get. You have Harrison Barnes still out here, so we could just re-sign him, honestly. Have him come off the bench, but I'm not sure he'd love the role of that. You got like Obi Toppin, who honestly fits the timeline, could be really intriguing off the bench for us. O'Shea Brissett, so a lot of good options. Might even be able to get both of them. I feel like Harrison Barnes is going to go down overall. Obi Toppin at 25 years old off the bench, I think is a steal, man. I'm going to go for Obi Toppin. As somebody I don't sign all that often, it says I have to renounce Harrison Barnes. Do I really have to? I don't have to. So I'm going to sign Obi Toppin. If Barnes is still out here, he's got no offers. I'll give him a 1 year. I'll give him a 1 year plus 1. See how he does. So 1 year plus 1 for Harrison Barnes. He does agree to that. And I think that's going to be my offseason. So that is your brand new Look Kings team. So we got Barnes and Bridges. We got Keegan Murray, Obi Toppin, Sabonis, Rashawn Holmes still. And that still opens up the window of opportunity to potentially stop at the trade deadline if needed. And then Sabonis is going to need an extension soon. Malik Monk, if you want to keep him around, needs an extension soon. So, and then Barnes went down too, which I kind of figured. Keegan Murray did not move at all. Wow, that is not good at all. So, that's not good. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. He did not move a sliver of an overall. I guess he says he went up to a 79, but he says 78 right here. Because we need him to develop, man. If we want any chance of being any good at winning a championship in this video, gonna need him to develop, man. That's gonna have to be how it is. So, him not going up at overall definitely concerns me. But the good thing I have going for me is I am the Sacramento Kings, so we can trade players on their rookie contracts, and it can make sense. They just did it with Halliburton. So, maybe, just maybe, Keegan Murray is someone I have to trade if he's not going to go up in overall. He's not even like, they're not even suggesting he plays minutes, which is crazy. But I am definitely going to play him. at the starting power forward. And then I think I'm going to play Obi Toppin over Barnes, honestly. Or I could run a 10-man rotation, but I think I'm going to stick with 9 players, and that is going to be rotation this year. So, Mikal Bridges joins us. We should be another good team out west, but the trade deadline could be an aggressive one for us, man, because obviously we just made the playoffs, so we're looking to do it again and potentially be a contender this year if possible. So we are at the trade deadline, and right now I'm staring at a very big decision. So I went ahead and I said, you know what, Keegan Murray, he's not developing at all, and there's really nothing. I mean, he's averaging 13 and 15. He's doing great, but if I want to win a championship in this video, right now we're the 8th seed. I don't think we're going to go anywhere if I continue to have Keegan Murray be my starting power forward. And again, I'm the king, so, you know, trading someone on the rookie contract is a totally out of the realm of possibility. I feel bad for doing it, but I went ahead and offered Barnes, Monk, Holmes, and Murray for like Simmons and all this. They countered and wanted my 2 first-round picks. I'm kind of sitting here and I'm like, I'm wanting to be a good team each and every year. This would be the most aggressive approach to do that. So you could have a Ben Simmons to bonus front court. I don't know how much that makes sense, but Ben Simmons definitely helps you on a defensive level. So you could have a starting 5 of Fox, Herter, and then you got Mikal Bridges, Ben Simmons, and Sabonis. And I think that's very intriguing. You are giving up 2 first-round picks in the future. You're giving up the guy you just drafted, but you're getting Ben Simmons, who just immediately elevates us right now. I'm going to say, screw it. I'm going to do it. I'm making this trade. I'm sitting a lot of assets, but you know what? I am the Sacramento Kings, and I am trying to make something happen now. So we have our brand new approach, and that gives us to contender level. That's what we're going for here. So that it was the thing we were going for. So now that we have that, I want to give out an extension to Sabonis if he's willing to assign it, and he is not right now, at least. So Sabonis says he's going to test free agency. I wanted to extend him as well here so we can have Simmons and Sabonis be our front court going forward. I'm not sure Simmons and Sabonis is the best fit in the world, but we'll make it work. Simmons definitely elevates us. So with this brand new rotation looking like this, it'll be De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Mikal Bridges, Ben Simmons, Sabonis, Davion Mitchell, Dinwiddie, Obi Toppin, and Evan Fournier. So the bottom of the bench definitely needs some work. I am going to move. Wait, is Davion Mitchell a shooting guard or no? Okay, so Dinwiddie's already at shooting guard. Kevin Huerter's at shooting guard. Evan Fournier. If I move him to small forward, he's actually a 78 overall. So that we can roll with. So that is your brand new bench. So it is still a very good bench. Getting Dinwiddie in the trade was a nice throw in for sure. The fact that he was back in Brooklyn and got traded again, got to upset him a little bit. Evan Fournier, Obi Toppin, Dinwiddie. Actually, did he ever get traded? I guess he got signed and traded to the Wizards, right? Or did he just sign there? I can't remember. Sabonis, Ben Simmons, but yeah, that elevates our perimeter defense, and that just gives us a little bit of more of an aggressive approach on what we want to accomplish as a franchise. So trading Keegan Murray is tough, and some people might hate me for it and might comment down below. I clicked off the video as soon as you did that, but I wanted to have some fun today. So we got Ben Simmons. Let's see what happens. So Embiid is your MVP. Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year in Chicago. Sexton, 6th man. Giannis, Defensive Player. Anthony Edwards averages 36 and wins Most Improved. JB Bickerstaff, Coach of the Year. And Brandon Harrison is your executive. I'll be first thing out. Luka, Edwards making it. I've never seen Edwards be that good, so I'm not really sure what's going on, but that's a W for them. All-NBA second team. We got Steph, Trae Young, Jimmy, and then All-NBA third team. We got Ben Simmons making it. So I guess the guy we traded for the trade deadline is an All-NBA third team member, so can't be too upset with that. We are the 7th seed again, but I think we're a better 7th seed. This is literally almost the same bracket as last year, it looks like. We get the Grizzlies in round 1. So our perimeter defense is elevated. I think the team has gotten better. So hopefully this results in us getting into the playoffs again. So game 1, we ended up losing. So we're going to have to face the Portland Trailblazers again in the playoffs. So this is do or die because we just made that trade. So not making the playoffs is really not an option right now. We definitely need to be in here. So hopefully we're able to buckle down and clamp up the Blazers and make it into the playoffs because we, kind of made this trade to get there. And that would be the most disappointing thing in the world if we missed it to start off. And it's looking like that is going to be the case. So not good, not ideal at all. 117 and 108. We missed the playoffs after making that trade, which is not a good sign. Not a great sign. We did that in order to be there, and we did not make it there. So now we're not going to have our draft pick, I don't believe. I think our pick actually belongs to the Suns, so they get a lottery pick out of us. Super unfortunate. Danny Green retires. LeBron James is retiring. Yeah, so super unfortunate stuff. Just luck did not go our way. And I believe, yeah, so looks like the Hawks are going to have our pick, which actually this might be protected. So we might be in good business here. And it is, in fact, protected. So we have the 14th overall pick. So that means we can trade this pick on draft night and continue to try to get better, which is fantastic. So that is what we're going to be doing because we kind of went with the approach. We're trying to win now. we kind of went that way and we're not going away from it. So just because it didn't work this last season, it's going to work next season, I promise you. So Kings fans are pissed right now, though. We traded our future to get Ben Simmons, resulted in no playoff appearance. Like, this sucks, but don't worry, I got your back. We're going to make this work. All right, so not really anything I want to do, so I guess we can just jump into the draft, and let's see on draft night if this 14th overall pick warrants me anything. If there's somebody I can get that makes sense for me to snag with the 14th overall pick, then I'm doing it. If not, we're drafting Steve Mikhailuk, Kinsey, Drew Timmy, Metu, Reggie Bullock. None of those are doing it for me. So let's just draft with this 14th overall pick. So we got lucky enough. I almost simmed to the end on that. Let's go to actually drafting. So number 14 overall, we got Bay fall on the board, which we didn't have a center anymore once we made that trade. So that might not be a terrible idea. Our guards were fine. Ron Holland as a backup small forward might not be too bad. I don't know what his overall is, but it says he is a... Wait, didn't it? No, it did not tell me his overall. He is 6'8". So he could be a nice forward. I'll take him. I'm not sure how good he is, but I'll take him. So we'll have Ron Holland join the team, and then we'll take Cam Dixon in round 2. And hopefully we got a really nice contributor off the bench for us in Ron Holland. He is a 77 overall, so yeah, he might actually be a guy that can play right away. Player options, we got Matthew Mayer, Davion Mitchell, and then of course the big free agent this offseason is none other than Domantas Sabonis, and we do want to keep him around unless we can sign Anthony Davis, which we cannot. So I'm definitely just going to go for Sabonis again. So Sabonis, please come back to be a Sacramento King. I definitely need you back. So we're going to sign Sabonis back and not renounce Kita, because I know a lot of guys actually like him in real life a lot. So we take a look at the roster now. Fox and Davion Mitchell. You have Herter, Dinwiddie. You have Mikal Bridges, Ron Holland, and then you got Simmons, Obi Toppin, and Sabonis. So kind of have our rotation as it sits currently. I guess we could technically start Mitchell with De'Aaron Fox, but I kind of like him as a 6-man. But I guess if I wanted my maximum defense on the floor, if I move Mitchell to shooting guard, which he's undersized, he actually goes down like crazy. So never mind, we're not doing that. If I move Fox to shooting guard, he goes down like crazy. So no, I don't really see a path where they start together. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. All right, so I don't think I'll sign a backup center, and I'll call it good. So Montrezl Harrell is always my go-to in free agency. He just always seems to do pretty good. So off the bench, he might not even get minutes, honestly, but we'll welcome to the team anyway. But player progression after that, we got Simmons, Fox, Sabonis, Mitchell, Mikal Bridges, and then you got Montrezl Harrell and Dinwiddie going down, Obi Toppin's going up, and Holland's is 76 overall. So we're going to this next season with all the optimism in the world, man. We got to make the playoffs. Like, we made these trades in order to get here, and now we got to, execute. So if we cannot, it's not going to be a good sign. It's not going to be a good sign at all. We definitely need to make it. Power ranking is going to land us number 1. So with the full offseason, full training camp with this roster together, I think we've built some chemistry up. I think we're ready to go. We've traded Halliburton. We've traded Keegan Murray, and we went all in on a Fox-led team. So can we make this work? Let's go find out. So things are finally going our way, and we're having a good simulation so far. So I wanted to make sure we keep guys going forward. And De'Aaron Fox is somebody, like I said, man, we've been locked into this guy. So we're going to go ahead and extend him. And we're also going to extend his backcourt mate in Kevin Herter. Bring him back to the team as well. I am going to have to re-sign Davion Mitchell, Mikal Bridges, and Ben Simmons in the offseason. So this team's going to get very expensive very fast. But this is what we paid for, and we're ready to pay for this team and pay a luxury tax in order to compete for a championship year after year. So Embiid wins MVP. You got Mikey Williams winning Rookie of the Year in Indiana. So you got a backcourt of Halliburton and Mikey Williams. This is intriguing. Markelle Fultz gets 6-man in Oklahoma City. Giannis Defensive Player, Chet's Rookie of the Year, and then, or Most Improved Player, not Rookie. Coach of the Year goes to Jackson Sampson, and Executive goes to Christopher Bell. All NBA first team. I'm assuming you don't have like Fox on here or anything like that, but it'd be cool if we did. All defensive team. We get like Simmons and Mikal Bridges because that's what we got those two guys for, to clamp up, and they do get Simmons. And then we have De'Aaron Fox making all NBA third team, which is exciting. Average 28 per 36. Let's go take a look at his actual stats. 26 points per game this year for De'Aaron Fox. All NBA second team and all NBA first team. So things went super well. We've turned it around, and we are the first in the Western Conference. So all the aggressiveness we have showed has paid off. 26 from Fox, 17 from Sabonis, 16 from Herter, 16 from Simmons, and 11 from Davion Mitchell, 11 from Bridges, 9 from Dinwiddie, 8 from Harrell, and then 6 from Obi Toppin. So feeling pretty good about how this is going, but of course it does not matter if you do not get far in the playoffs. So we get the Warriors in round 1. You guys know how I hate 8th seed upsets, and I'm just smelling like that could happen to me here. So hopefully I am wrong. Game 1 we do win, 124 to 110. Great start. Game 2 we go up. So far, battle the California teams. We're doing great. Game 3, we win, and we finally get past an 8th seed with no worries. Thank you, 2K. I appreciate that. So now we get the Houston Rockets, who have Scooter. They have Kawhi. Oh, this is not going to be an easy one. They have Jalen Green, Scooter Henderson, Kawhi Leonard, Jabari. Okay. Not feeling particularly good about this one. Game 1, we do win. Actually beat them like crazy. 24, 13, and 12 from Sabonis. 18 from Jabari. Game 2 up 2-0. So far, so good. 35 and 8. Game 3. Wait, did I click the wrong? Oh, I clicked simply through game on the last one. Game 3, they win. Game 4, we're up 3-1, and we beat them 5. Let's go. And now we're in the Western Conference Finals. We get to play the New Orleans Pelicans, who have DJ Wagner, Dyson Daniels, Ingram, Zion Lewis, Josh Green, Trey Murphy, and Jose Alvarado. Game 1, we're up 1-0. So, I mean, this team is accomplishing things. They even it up. Okay, fair enough. Up 2-1. We go up. No, game 5 win, please. Okay, can beat them in 6. Yes, we can. Let's go, baby. We're in the finals. We get to play the 8th seeded Cleveland Cavaliers, who snagged OG Anunoby, which I do love that addition for them. They still have Kevin Love, which is nice. Jarrett Allen, Mobley, Sexton, and Garland. Can we beat the Cavs? We do go up 1-0. 25 from Fox, 45 from Sexton. We're up 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? Nope, 2-1. Can we beat them? No, game 5 has to go to us. Okay, we win. We beat them in 6. Let's go, baby. We've won a championship for the Sacramento Kings, man. So we went the aggressive approach today, and we were able to accomplish what we set out to accomplish, which is an absolute freaking W. This is your final product that we put together. Davion Mitchell has been kind of a sneaky project that's been awesome for us as well. Somebody that barely got noticed in this video, but he was an 88 overall off the bench. That's going to help you a ton. You got Sabonis up to an 88, Fox 88, Simmons up to a 90. We traded our rookie contracts, guys. Yes, we did. But you know what? We won a championship, at least in the 2K world. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Definitely drop a like if you did. This is Crushables. I'll be back tomorrow saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.